God, I hope this works today because this would give me a lot of extra time today. I haven't went live in a while because of the whole situation with my internet, and I'm just gonna try this. If it works, Yahtzee. If it doesn't, I'll just have to start all over, and I'll make the video and I'll upload it, and you'll have it before 6 o'clock. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, today. This is your official Mel's Match Chat preview and predictions of Backlash. How is everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is doing well, and I'm looking for my matchbook here. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm going to get it in, get it out, because later on I'm going to be doing the review. And if you want to get what happened through the rest of the week of wrestling, go check out episode 289 and go check out my current Ring of Honor TV review. So that's it. That's all. And this is starting of my birthday week because my birthday is on Wednesday. I'll be in Vegas as of tomorrow morning at this time. I will be poolside with an adult beverage. So I'm pretty stoked about that. You'll be coming along. Go check me out on my social media, which is Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, which is Mel's Match Chat. Go also check me out my Snapchat and my Facebook. I will be posting a lot of stuff on Snapchat for when I'm on my trip, and we're gonna have a great time. So please do me a favor, go check out the people over at harrys.com. Get all your shaving and toiletry essentials there. Also, please go check out Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com and get all your beauty essentials there as well. Go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com and murder your thirst over there and get all the waters, salsa waters, the flavored salsa waters, and now iced tea. Do me a favor, also go check out the people over at Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. They have a new flavor, which is vanilla, and it's righteous. It's delicious. Please do me a favor and go check out HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net. If you support local professional wrestling, local indie professional wrestling, go check that out. And they're on Five TV with all their events, most of the events, but not all of them, okay? So we are wrapping up the second part of the draft on Monday Night Raw, which I will reiterate at the ends of Monday Night Raw who got who, and then we'll move on to SmackDown, and I'll get you my picks, and I'll get you out of here. This is the Backlash Go Home show, night 2 of WWE Raw, and the draft begins with a recap video of night 1 of the draft on SmackDown. Kevin Patrick and Corey Graves. I want to congratulate Corey Graves on becoming a father again. Carmella and Corey Graves are having a baby. And speaking of baby, we will welcome Pat McAfee and his daughter Mackenzie into the world. Congratulations to both them. And they are more blessings for them. So they're at the Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas, and the show goes live. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H takes the stage and starts night 2 of the WWE draft. He reminds us of the rules and eligibility criteria and unveils the new WWE World Heavyweight title belt exclusively to Raw due to Roman Reigns' draft to SmackDown. Triple H introduces the draft pool for tonight and announces that Brock Lesnar will not be eligible. He confirms that the new post-draft roster will come into effect on May 8th following WWE Backlash, which is on Monday. Triple H announces the first-round pick. Raw chooses SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. SmackDown picks WWE United States Champion Austin Theory. Raw chooses Seth Rollins, and SmackDown selects Charlotte Flair. Paul Heyman comes out and he admires the new WWE World Heavyweight title belt, while fans chant ECW before he makes his way to the ring. Heyman grabs the mic and talks about how he, alongside Solo Sikoa, was drafted to SmackDown with the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. He mentions the Usos' recent defeat and promises to address it later in private before publicly discussing it at WWE Backlash. Heyman insults the people of Texas and points out the new WWE World Heavyweight title, claiming it would look good around the waist of the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. The fans boo at Heyman, praises Reigns, and puts down the other wrestlers. Seth Rollins interviews Heyman rant, and fans continue singing his theme song as he makes his way to the ring. Rollins taunts Heyman, saying he is now on his show and Roman can no longer run from him. Rollins promised to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion at Night of Champions, and then asks the fans how fast he could drop Heyman to stomp him. Heyman takes a phone call and Solo Sikoa enters the scene to stand with Heyman. Heyman announces that Solo Sikoa faces Rollins later in the night. The show heads to commercial break, and we return with Bayley and Dakota Kai are granted a title shot. After the break, footage is shown Cody Rhodes arriving in the arena where Adam Pierce, Jesus Christ, approaches him and requests things do not spiral out of control despite Brock Lesnar's presence. The show then displays the Raw and SmackDown rooms with the NXT superstars watching from the Performance Center in Orlando. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Bayley and Dakota Kai. In the ring, we have Damage Control. Bayley and Dakota Kai already there, while WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan make their entrance for a non-title match. Liv and Kai exchange counters and holds, and Bayley enters and to slam Liv, but misses the elbow drop. Raquel tags in and takes down Bayley. Liv and Raquel use each other as weapons on Bayley, but Kai distracts the referee, allowing Bayley to rake Liv's eyes and sends her to the floor. Kai then kicks Liv into the ring post. We go to commercial break, and the show returns, and Kai landing a running kick on Liv for a 2 count. The match continues with both teams exchanging blows. Raquel finally gets tagged in and executes her signature move on Kai, but she manages to kick out at 2. Liv is set to leap off Raquel's shoulders, but Bayley interrupts, leading Raquel getting rammed into the apron at ringside. Kai aims to finish off Liv, but Raquel rushes in to break it up, and all 4 wrestlers ended up on the apron. Bayley tags in, but Liv doesn't see it. Liv drops Kai on with an oblivion, but Bayley takes advantage and stacks up Liv for the pin and the victory. Winner is Dakota Kai and Dakota Kai and Bayley. Sorry. After the match, Bayley and Kai celebrate, and we see Booker T exiting the Raw draft room, and his wife Sharmell exits SmackDown room. The show heads to commercial. The show returns from the break with footage of Brock Lesnar walking backstage earlier in the day. Adam Pearce approaches Lesnar and mentions Cody Rhodes being present tonight, expressing his desires to maintain peace. Lesnar laughs and walks away. The show then plays a video package of Lesnar versus Rhodes feud. What feud is my whole situation? On the stage, WWE Hall of Famers Booker T and Sharmell announce the second round of the WWE Draft Night 2. Raw selects undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. SmackDown chooses the Usos, so the bloodline is back together and whole. And Raw picks the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Damian Priest. Keeping the 4-person group on Raw, SmackDown selects LWO, consisting of Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Zelina Vega. In the ring, we have Braun Strowman and Ricochet make their entrance for their match against Alpha Academy, but the show cuts to commercial break. Alpha Academy consists of Otis and Chad Gable, with Maxine Dupree make their entrance as the show returns from break. Ricochet and Gable start the match, exchanging holds in the ring. Gable stuns Ricochet with a trap, but Ricochet responds with a scissor a scissors takedown and a stiff kick. They continue back and forth until Gable hits a German suplex on Ricochet. Braun Strowman and Otis tag in, and Otis unleashes on Braun in the corner before splashing him. However, Braun quickly returns with a big running corner splash of his own. Braun hits a flying crossbody and then scoops up Otis in the middle of the ring. Ricochet tags in and walks on Braun's shoulders before hitting the swanton off of Braun's shoulders onto Otis for the pin and the victory. Speaking of Ricochet, his girlfriend, fiance, is now on Raw. Mike Rome's on SmackDown, which is a total demotion. Mike Rome is the voice of Raw. Sorry. After the match, Strowman and Ricochet celebrate their win as the music plays in the background. The show returns from the break with a video package hyping up the Backlash street fight between Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. On the stage, WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels announced the third round of the WWE Draft Night 2 with NXT superstars watching from Orlando. However, the music interrupts and Brock Lesnar makes his entrance to a massive pop. Lesnar is all business as he heads towards the ring with Adam Pearce walking alongside him. Attempting to calm him down, fans boo as Lesnar shouts out Fort Worth and asks how it feels to be looking at the only real cowboy in the state. Pearce interrupts, reminding them that of the draft business they need to discuss. Pearce asks Lesnar to leave to be escorted out by security. Lesnar taunts Pearce, saying that he will need more than one group of security guards. A second group arrives, but Lesnar remains unfazed. Suddenly, Cody Rhodes makes his entrance and attacks Lesnar from behind, dropping him to the ground. Security swarms Cody as Lesnar regroups at ringside. Lesnar has a small cut but smiles at Cody before leaving and show heads to commercial. The show returns from break and Shawn Michaels resumes the third round of the WWE Draft Night 2. Raw selects the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and SmackDown chooses Asuka. Raw then picks The New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods, while SmackDown selects Sheamus, Butch, and Ridge Holland, the Brawling Brutes. Backstage, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are seen with Matt Riddle, who talks about how great it is that they are all on the same brand. Riddle also mentions looking forward to beating up Jimmy Uso tonight, but Owens is not thrilled about hanging out with Riddle. We have Matt Riddle versus Jimmy Uso in the ring. Riddle makes his entrance with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for his match against Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso accompanies Jimmy to the ring, and Kevin Patrick hypes up their upcoming match at Backlash. The bell rings, and Jimmy immediately attacks Riddle. While the referee is distracted, Jey hits a sneaky enziguri to the back of Riddle's head, knocking him down. Owens confronts Jey at ringside, and they exchange words while Jimmy continues to dominate Riddle in the corner. The referee warns Jimmy to back off, but he continues the assault. Owens falls to the floor, and Sami Zayn throws a steel chair to Jey Uso, who catches it. The referee sees Jey holding the chair with Owens down, so he ejects Jey from ringside. Zayn, Owens, and Riddle stand together at ringside, and Jimmy looks on. The show goes to commercial. When the show returns from commercial, Jimmy Uso slams Riddle for a 2 count. The two exchange moves, with Riddle hitting a cornered clothesline and an exploder suplex. Jimmy counters with a knee and an enziguri, but Riddle kicks out of the subsequently pinned attempt. Jimmy exposes a turnbuckle while the referee is distracted, but Kevin Owens interferes, hitting Jimmy with a knee strike. Riddle capitalizes on the opportunity, hitting the floating bro from the top rope for the win. Let's see what's going on. Okay. After the match, Riddle celebrates with the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, but Owens appears to be annoyed once again. A video package hyping Io Sky is shown, and Corey Graves promotes Sky upcoming match against Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair at WWE Backlash. Eric Bischoff exits the Raw draft room, followed by Rob Van Dam from the SmackDown room, who bumps into Elias and Rick Boogs. At another commercial we go. After the break, Paul Heyman is found backstage motivating Solo Sikoa to take out Seth Rollins as per Roman Reigns' instruction. Jimmy Uso joins in and questions why his brother wasn't present for the Matt Riddle match. Heyman explains that Solo was recruited to eliminate Riddle, so his focus had to be on that. Heyman and Solo leaving, giving Jimmy some privacy. Moving on to fourth round of the WWE Draft Night 2, WWE Hall of Famers Eric Bischoff and Rob Van Dam make their way to the stage. The fans chant for RVD. Bischoff announced Raw selection Trish Stratus, and RVD reveals that SmackDown has picked Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Raw picks Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, while SmackDown chooses LA Knight, which I think Kross should be on Raw, but thankfully that's not, because my heart can't handle Judgment Day and Kross on the same fucking brand. Forget it. Give me my blood pressure pills times 10. Next up is Miz, where the Miz is boast about Raw's successful picks in the 2023 WWE draft includes new Raw superstar Shinsuke Nakamura, who enters to warm welcome. Miz introduces Nakamura and praises his achievements, suggesting that he has a chance to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. However, when the Miz asks Nakamura if he thinks he can win the title, Nakamura responds in a difficult to comprehend language, leading Miz to mock him. Miz then proposes a partnership. As per usual, this always fucking happens with new superstars. They have to go to the Miz, dude, to start off their... Why? Miz should be doing other things, okay? But Nakamura surprises by revealing that the Japanese phrase he used earlier, that means tiny balls when translated. Miz tries to attack Nakamura, but counters and finishes him off with a Kinshasa in the center of the ring. Finally, we see free agent Amos and MVP walking backstage before heading to commercial. After the break, Amos accompanying MVP make his way to the ring, where enhancement talent Anthony Atlantis is already waiting. Atlantis attacks Amos with body shots, but Amos barely flinches. Atlantis continues his offense with punch to the face and trash talking, but Amos counters and slams him face first into the top turnbuckle. Amos lands a massive boot and finishes off Atlantis with a choke bomb for the quick victory. Following the match, Amos stands tall and steps on Atlantis' chest while MVP cheers him on. The segment ends with Amos yelling and talking trash. Later, we are shown a replay of Triple H unveiling the new WWE World Heavyweight title from the previous week. WWE producer Molly Holly and WWE Hall of Famer is seen exiting the Raw draft room, while Senior Vice President of Live Events Road Dogg Jesse James, another WWE Hall of Famer, comes out of the SmackDown draft room before heading to a commercial break. The fifth and final round of the WWE Draft Night 2, Molly Holly and the Road Dogg Jesse James announces Raw selection Braun Strowman and Ricochet, while SmackDown picks Shotzi. Raw picks is Bronson Reed, and SmackDown gets NXT Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince, and Kit Wilson. The Judgment Day, comprised of Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, entered the ring, and Priest demands the crowd to stand for their champion draft selection. Ripley is announced as Raw's first pick, and she boasts about her dominance. The Judgment Day will face Zelina Vega at Backlash and remind everyone Rhea Ripley is the most dominant champion. Finn Balor joins in and predicts Priest will leave Bad Bunny in pieces around Puerto Rico. Priest challenges Bad Bunny, saying he may be the music star, but Priest is the star in the ring. Dominic Mysterio attempts to speak, but is drowned out by boos from the crowd. Despite the interruptions, Mysterio manages to express his excitement for Priest and Ripley dominance at Backlash and their upcoming fight against Latino World Order. The LWO appears on stage and Rey Mysterio assures that they're not running or hiding and they will beat the Judgment Day. If Dominic, though, getting beaten by a belt at WrestleMania was bad, he would have brought out La Chanca, which is a slipper, or a slipper or a sandal, whatever. If they had stayed on the same brand. The show returns from commercial break with promo for Imperium announcing their arrival on WWE Raw. A six-person mixed tag match announced pitting the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest, and SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley against Latino World Order, Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, and Zelina Vega. The match kicks off with Rey facing off against his son Dominic, but Rhea Ripley quickly tagged herself in and gets in Rey's face, shoving him. Rey retaliates by throwing Vega onto Ripley, who quickly takes her down and attempts a riptide. Vega counters a DDT, but Ripley manages to pick her up for a suplex. Priest tags in, and Santos Escobar enters the ring to take him on. Escobar hits a running double knee, but Priest quickly retaliates with a forearm and punches Rey down on the apron. Priest goes for a springboard, but Escobar kicks him out of midair. Dominic charges at Escobar, but Escobar catches him with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Rey tags in and hits Dominic with a seated senton off the apron. The LWO poses in the ring and show heads to another commercial break. As the show returns from commercial break, Priest hits Escobar with a pair of cornered clotheslines. He charges at Escobar but gets floored with a drop kick. Rey and Dominic tag in a loud applause with Rey down his son with two punches. Dominic reverses a whip, but Rey catches him with a head scissors takeover. He gets Dominic in the corner and starts punching, but Dominic cuts him off. Rey is sent into the ropes, but he lowers his head. Allowing Dominic to kick him. Rey hits a springboard crossbody, but Ripley breaks up the pin and punches Vega down. Ripley military presses Rey over her head, but Vega catches her with a 619 to the midsection. Vega pulls up the top rope to get Ripley out of the ring. Back in the ring, Dominic drop kicks Rey and tags in Priest. Priest charges, but he hits the ring post shoulder first when Rey moves. Rey knocks Priest into the ropes, and Dominic sweeps Rey's feet as Finn Balor distracts the referee. Escobar takes Dominic out with a suicide dive, but Ripley counters with a dropkick. Vega then hits Ripley with a Meteora off the apron, Sasha Banks style, or Mercedes Moné style. Rey knocks Priest off into the ropes and goes for a 619, but Balor takes the hit to protect Priest. Priest grabs Rey by the throat and hits him with the South of Heaven for the win. So, okay, so what we know is that we know that Ripley is going to win. We're worried about Priest. So we're hoping for Priest and Rhea, and it's a Judgment Day night. We go to replays are showing Cody Rhodes punching Brock Lesnar in the face in the earlier the show. Kathy Kelly interviewed Rhodes backstage where he declares that he has to win against Lesnar on Saturday or risk going to the back of the line. WWE Hall of Famer John Bradshaw Layfield and Teddy Long announced the 6th round draft pick for Raw and SmackDown, respectively. We go to another commercial. Backstage, Byron Saxton interviews Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, asking her about being drafted to SmackDown. Belair responds that it doesn't matter what brand she's on as long as she represents the WWE Universe to the best of her abilities. Damage Control interrupts and Bayley questions why Saxton is interviewing Belair when she should be talking about the top 3 draft picks. Belair retorts that she will beat Io Sky at Backlash and send her to SmackDown empty-handed, which they're on the same fucking brand, which now, so anywho. Sky shouted in Japanese, and Belair says that Dakota Kai doesn't need to translate because they understand each other. Teddy Long and John Bradshaw Legfield announced the final draft picks for Raw selects Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis. Katana Chance and Katie Carter from NXT. SmackDown draft picks Rick Boogs and Cameron Grimes from NXT. And we head to another commercial break. Solo Sikoa, accompanied by Paul Heyman, enters the ring and prepares to face Seth freaking Rollins. After the commercial break, the commentators discuss the upcoming WWE Backlash card. They announced that the brand new Monday Night Raw roster will go into effect this Monday night. Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman versus Seth freaking Rollins. The action intensifies as Sikoa catches Rollins with a Samoan drop for a near fall. After Rollins missed a springboard knee, both wrestlers exchange blows with Rollins hitting a sling blade. On Sikoa, Rollins attempted a Falcon Arrow, but Sikoa reverses it into a suplex. Sikoa follows up with a big splash for a near fall. Sikoa continues to dominate the match as he hits Rollins with a series of strikes and running shoulders blocks in the corner. Rollins tries to fight back, but Sikoa catches him with a sit-out powerbomb for a close 2 count. Sikoa climbs to the top rope and goes for a splash, but Rollins rolls out of the way. Rollins then hits the stomp for the victory. Then after the match, Rollins celebrates in the ring as Paul Heyman looks on. The commentators hype up the upcoming Backlash event, and the new Raw roster will go into effect next week. After the break, Rollins lands an overhead kick on Sikoa, causing him to stumble briefly before charging at Rollins. Rollins sidesteps and Sikoa collides with the top of the ring post. Rollins takes advantage of the situation and unleashes a fury of punches on Sikoa, who manages to reverse a whip, but is unable to bring Rollins down with a short arm clothesline. Rollins continues his assault using elbows and kicks before ultimately flooring Sikoa with a discus clothesline. Sikoa retreats out of the ring, but Rollins isn't done yet and hits him with 2 suicide dives before getting him back in the ring for a springboard knee attempt, which Sikoa evades. Sikoa then executes a Samoan drop on Rollins, but only manages a near fall in the meantime, Paul Heyman is on the phone at ringside, and the action continues in the ring. Rollins countered a spinning solo from Sikoa into a roll-up for a 2 count. Rollins lands a super kick and charges, but Sikoa counters with a spinning solo, almost getting the pinfall. Sikoa pulls up Rollins, and Rollins taunts him by insulting Roman Reigns. Enraging, Sikoa hits Rollins with a spinning solo before bouncing him and punching him. The referee warns Sikoa and Rollins out of the ring, with Sikoa in a hot pursuit. Rollins gains the upper hand, but the Usos interfere, causing a disqualification. As the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, along with Matt Riddle, enter the ring with massive brawl ensues. Corey Graves is cut off in mid-sentence as the show runs out of time. The winner by disqualifications is Seth freaking Rollins. They had horrible time management on Monday, I heard. I bet at that point they wish they had that 11:05 or 11:15 overrun. We're going to move on to SmackDown. I'll give you the synapse of the draft, give you my picks, and I'll get you out of here. And it's going to be less than an hour. How cool is that? SmackDown is currently as a pair of matches as well. Appearances from Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair, and Bad Bunny advertised for tonight's show live from Puerto Rico. The matches scheduled are Shinsuke Nakamura versus Karrion Kross, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Viking Raiders, and I'm so glad that they're back on TV. It should be an interesting to see how things play out tonight. SmackDown kicks off in front of a very loud Puerto Rico crowd with the LWO making their way to the ring, all wearing special LWO shirts with Puerto Rican flag colors on it. I gotta get Damian Priest's shirt now. Fuck shit, goddamn Jesus Christ, motherfucker. Yes, because it has my fucking Puerto Rican flag. I am mi familia. I am Puerto Rican, and I love being Puerto Rican. I look it and I tan like it. It's amazing. Rey Mysterio addresses the crowd in Spanish to a huge crowd approval. Rey talks about Backlash tomorrow night before introducing hometown favorite, which she's not even from Puerto Rico. She's from fucking goddamn the city here in New York. My grandmother is from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Yes, I have fucking actual family down there. She's got like distant family down there. Jeez Louise. I would be fucking floored if I'm actually even related to her. Before Vega could speak, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor of the Judgment Day come out to cause an interruption. Dominic Mysterio rips up a Puerto Rican LWO shirt to a glorious heat from the crowd. I'm telling you. Mwah, as in magnifique. Delicious of heat. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dominic says 3 words in Spanish before the crowd treats Dominic to the universal language of boos. Dominic in English says Rey is still the same deadbeat dad that he's always been. Rey cuts off Dominic to challenge Dominic to a WrestleMania rematch. Ripley steps in to challenge Rey herself before Zelina Vega steps up to Ripley and challenges made tonight for a mixed tag team match. Judgment Day leave the ring, and Dominic takes a cheap shot at Rey before running out of the ring. We go to commercial break. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Viking Raiders. The opening tag team match begins with Anderson and Eric in a lockup. Anderson is quickly to push to the corner where Eric and Ivar quickly tag in and out as they take turns hitting punches in the corner. Anderson breaks free and hits a drop kick to the knees. Eric. Gallows and Ivar both tag in the match. Ivar hits series of back elbow strikes. Gallows hits an uppercut, and then Anderson tags back in. Gallows and Anderson hit the brother me softly, as AJ Styles calls it on the commentary. And Anderson covers for a 2 of the distraction bomb from Valhalla. Ivar tosses Anderson over the top rope to the outside. I am happy that there are, and I'm hoping that Mia Yim can get more reps in, and I'd like to see the go between her and Valhalla. So we come back from live with Anderson making a hot tag to Gallows, who hits a big lariat and then an uppercut. Gallows hits big shoulder tackle, and Ivar tags in. Gallows hits a power bomb and covers for a 2. Eric tags back in, and Gallows goes for a big boot, but is caught and planted with a power bomb. Ivar takes in and hits a top rope splash and covers, but Anderson breaks it up at 2. Valhalla causes a distraction, but is taken out by Meech and Mia Yim. Anderson tags in, and Gallows and Anderson hit the Magic Killer to make it for a cover for 1, 2, 3. And they win. And speaking of Carl Anderson, Jesus Christ, he's got fucking swimmers. Congratulations to Carl Anderson and his wife, the hot Asian wife, on the expectant new member, and it's another boy. She can't buy a girl in that family, okay? SmackDown returns after the commercial break with SmackDown draft pick and Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. She heads to the ring. Bianca says she made history when she won the SmackDown Women's Championship. Belair says she has faced the best of the best defending her title. She has proven no matter where she is or what brand she is on, she will show up and show out. Belair says with a victory tomorrow, she will set the record for the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion in modern era. Okay, Raw Women's Champion. Belair is interrupted by Damage Control making their way out to the ring. Bayley says that she made Belair the star that she's become on SmackDown, and soon enough, SmackDown and that idiot Michael Cole will belong to Damage Control. Belair and Backlash challenger Io Sky go face to face before Bayley and Dakota Kai attack Belair from behind. Belair gets Bayley up for the KOD, but is hit by a missile dropkick from Sky. Damage Control beat down Belair before Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez run out to make the save. Damage Control flee from the ring as Belair stares down Sky. We come back from another commercial break. The Street Profits versus Imperium. Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. The match begins with Ford and Kaiser. Vinci makes quick blind tag as soon as the bell rings. Ford is thrown to the outside and Vinci runs to the top rope and dives on Ford on the outside. Back in the ring, Vinci hits a moonsault and covers for a 2. Kaiser tags back in the match and hits a Ford with a kick to the head. In the corner, Ford hits a back suplex and tags Dawkins in as Vinci tags back in. Dawkins hits a corkscrew elbow and follows it with an enziguri. Dawkins hits a spinebuster and Ford tags in and hits a frog splash and covers for a 3. And the winner is the Street Profits. We go to commercial break. But before that, Cody Rhodes is seen walking backstage as his appearance is set for after the commercial break. We come back. SmackDown returns with Cody Rhodes making his entrance. Rhodes addresses the crowd in Spanish before calling out cowboy coward Brock Lesnar. Yes, he's actually Cuban. His mother is Cuban. Who would have thunk? Rhodes says when he thinks of Lesnar, he thinks of the name Gatekeeper. Rhodes says that Arn Anderson, he said double A, worlds colliding, once told him when you truly make it as a top star, you make it to the kingdom. Rhodes says you never have to fight Lesnar in WWE. You can avoid him, but Lesnar was the one to pick a fight with Rhodes. But Lesnar never explained why he did this, and that Rhodes intends to beat the answer out of him. Rhodes says tomorrow it will be a fair fight, and that Puerto Rico is the place where Rhodes gets back on the road to finishing the story and claiming his kingdom by beating Brock Lesnar. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Karrion Kross, and I'm going to tell you, Cody Rhodes knows more Spanish than I do, and I'm Puerto Rican, okay? That's how sad that is, okay? The match, and Karrion Kross, he's also Puerto Rican, so mi familia. I'm like overjoyed with the Puerto Rican and the pride of Puerto Rican and the pride of Puerto Rico. It just warms my soul, and it just makes me smell my grandmother's rice and beans, her panin, her plantanos, her oh my god, the I can't wait. Summertime is coming, and I'm going to be eating a lot of that because we're having a lot of barbecues and get-togethers. I can't wait. The match begins with Nakamura hitting a series of kicks in the corner. Kross grabs the leg, but Nakamura breaks free and hits a dropkick that knocks Kross out of the ring. Nakamura follows outside, but Kross hits a knee to the gut. Kross slams Nakamura into the ring post. We go to commercial break. The match continues live with Kross stomping Nakamura on the mat. Nakamura gets to his feet to hit some kicks of his own, but Kross hits a headbutt. Kross goes for a slam, but Nakamura escapes and hits several kicks and then an enziguri. Nakamura places Kross on the ropes and hits a running knee. Scarlett causes a distraction, allowing Kross to hit a power slam and cover for a 2 count. Kross goes for the cross jacket, but Nakamura escapes. and goes for an armbar, but Cross escapes. But Nakamura transitions into a guillotine choke. Cross is able to escape, and Nakamura hits a German suplex. Nakamura goes for a Kinshasa, but Cross counters with a lariat. Cross hits a back suplex. Nakamura avoids the elbow strike and hits a Kinshasa. Nakamura covers for a 3. That was a wrong move. But he had to do the deal because he's going to Monday Night Raw. We go to commercial break. We come back with NXT call up Cameron Grimes speaking backstage with Adam Pearce. Baron Corbin runs in to call Grimes the last pick. Grimes has the obvious comeback of the last pick, better than not being picked at all. Corbin tells Pearce that Grimes needs to learn some respect for the veterans, and Pearce makes the match official for next week, as Grimes will have his first match on SmackDown against Baron Corbin. Corbin and Miz you got to go through them to go on to your respective brands. Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega versus Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Oh boy, she looked so hot during the press conference. Jesus Christ. If she told me to get down on my knees and kiss her feet, I'd do it, okay? I don't give a shit. Ay, Dios míos, Madonna mia. Where is the cold shower? Seriously. I'm a cougar and I know it and I'm proud of it. Okay, people, let's just move on. Our main event mixed tag team match begins with Ripley and Vega in the ring. Vega hits a Hurricane Rana and tags in Rey Mysterio, in which he also brings Dominic in the match. Ripley takes cheap shots and Dominic goes for a power bomb, but Rey counters it with a arm drag. Dominic tags Ripley, who hits Vega with a strong arm strike. We go to our commercial break. Our main event continues with Rhea Ripley hitting Vega with a punch to the lower back. Dominic pulls Rey off the apron to prevent Vega from making the tag. Vega flips out of a suplex and dodges the corner spear, causing Ripley to crash shoulder first to the ring post. Vega crawls to the corner to tag Rey, who hits Dominic with a crossbody. Dominic hits a Michinoku driver and covers for a 2. Rey gets Dominic on the ropes and hits a 619 as Vega prevents Ripley from interfering. Finn Balor causes the distraction, and that allows Dominic to hit the vertical suplex before rolling through and going for the 3 amigos. Before Dominic can roll through, Rey gets an inside cradle for a 3 count. So Rey and Zelina win. So if my thing is right, Priest and Rhea are going to win. And I'm going to be so happy. It's and I'm going to be wearing one of my Judgment Day t-shirts, people. Okay? I am going to be wearing it, and you're going to see it on my review. Okay? Immediately after the bell, Dominic and Balor and Damian Priest, who runs out, all beat down Rey Mysterio before Bad Bunny comes out to the ring with a kendo stick along with the rest of the LWO to make their save. Bad Bunny stares down Backlash opponent Damian Priest in the ring. Dominic runs in the ring and gets smacked with kendo stick with a huge pop. From the crowd. Priest runs out of the ring and SmackDown goes off the air with Bad Bunny celebrating with the rest of the LWO. So that is that. So let's quickly go over the draft, and I'm going to get you my picks. I'm going to get you out of here for the afternoon. And I'm shocked that I'm actually going live and there's no issues. Yes, I'm a happy camper. I'm serious. It's crazy. It's my birthday week. It's Backlash weekend. I'm going to Vegas tomorrow, and screw everything else. I think I deserve it after losing my mother last year. We're going to start off with the draft free agents. We have Amos, Mustafa Ali, Von Wagner from NXT, Dolph Ziggler, Brock Lesnar, Baron Corbin, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, Elias, and Zion Quinn from NXT. WWE draft. On last Friday, we had round 1, pick 1. Cody Rhodes, pick 2. Becky Lynch. Round 2, pick 1. Imperium, which is Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci. Then round 2, pick 2, we have Matt Riddle. Round 3, pick 1, Drew McIntyre. Round 3, pick 2 is The Miz. Round 4, Nakamura and Indy Hartwell. Saturday SmackDown Lowdown. Raw took the Viking Raiders, Dexter Lumis, Candice LeRae, Maximum Male Models with Mansoor, with Mansoor and Massey and Maxine Dupree. Natalia, Apollo Crews, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, Zoe Starks, JD McDonough. Monday Night Raw chose for their picks, which is Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. The Judgment Day, which is Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, which is the New Day. Trish Stratus and Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Braun Strowman and Ricochet, Bronson Reed. The Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis. Katana Chance and Katie Carter from NXT. We have Raw Talk. And Raw took Odyssey Jones, Indus Sher, Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, Akira Tozawa, Piper Niven, Xia Li, Tegan Knox, Riddick Moss, Emma, Johnny Gargano, Dana Brooke, and Nikki Cross. The last Friday night, WWE SmackDown took on SmackDown round 1, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and Roman Reigns. Then they chose Bianca Belair, Street Profits, Edge, Bobby Lashley, The OC, Damage Control, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn, which is NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Saturday on SmackDown Lowdown, you'd had Hit Row and Lacey Evans. On Monday Night Raw, they chose Austin Theory, Charlotte Flair, The Usos, LWO, Asuka, The Brawling Brutes, Karrion Kross and Scarlett, L.A. Knight, Shotzi, Pretty Deadly, Rick Boogs, Cameron Grimes, and on Raw Talk, SmackDown got Tamina Snuka and Grayson Waller. So that is that. I got to charge that tonight. All right, my quick picks for the Backlash. Okay. We have Seth Rollins and Amos. I'm going to pick Seth Rollins. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. I will take Brock Lesnar because Cody Rhodes needs to suffer a little bit more. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Matt Riddle versus the Bloodline, which is the Usos and Solo Sikoa. I'm going to take the Bloodline. Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega, and I'm going to take Rhea Ripley. Come on, I got to support my mommy. I couldn't think of it. I'm completely crazy today. We have Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, and Bobby Lashley for the U.S. title, and I'm going to say Austin Theory retains. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. Bianca Belair is going to retain. We're going to do the swapping of the titles. That's that. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, and I'm sorry, but Damian Priest is going to win. And that is it, people. I am so glad I got to go live today with you. I love this. First of all, it helps me getting through to do these shows, and I don't have to worry about uploading it. And I can actually, I'm going to hopefully maybe tonight be able to do this again. Fingers crossed. Please pray here. I'll be back tonight with the review, and I'm going to go pack for Las Vegas. I'm going to start my birthday week off right. Enjoy Backlash and go and enjoy the rest of the content that's on my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Plus, go check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All Mel's Match at same handle. Also, please check me out on Snapchat and Facebook. Snapchat is where you're going to see me going to post things for Las Vegas, what I can post, and go check out harrysharrys.com. Go check out my Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Go check out Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Please also go check out HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net. And I want everybody to have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you back here, hopefully, fingers crossed, next Friday. If not, I'm gonna try to. Maybe I could go live and go do my show, because let me tell you something. I'm gonna be coming down from Las Vegas, okay, and I'll give you a little snippets of what I did, and stuff that I can say. But have a great day, and I'll see you tonight for the review. I love you all. Mwah. It's great going live. I miss this. See you tonight. Love you all.